Hey everyone, so this is Jeremy today, and I got looking at my truck tires, and I need new truck tires. But I was online doing some research and checking out reviews of various truck tires, and I think I know what I want to buy. But it gave me the idea I should probably do a review on the tire that I'm currently running, and let you guys know how well it's held up for me if you're thinking about buying this tire that I already have. And the tire that I have is a Starfire. So you can see that. Starfire SF-510 LT for light truck. It is I know it's upside down, but it's a load range E on the load index 123. So it's a decent heavy duty tire. This one's a 265 75/16 on a pretty much bone stock 2004 F250 Power Stroke Super Duty, and it's been a good tire. I got this tire from Perfection Tire, and the people at Perfection Tire told me that Cooper Tires makes this tire, even though it does not say Cooper on it. It's kind of Cooper's generic knockoff, I guess. I bought this tire, or all four of them, simply because I was on a tight budget and I needed something. I had Coopers on here before, and they were a good tire. This is, I personally like a more aggressive tread. I like more of a mud tire style tire, but for my budget at the time, this is what I could afford. It worked well, and living up here in the Pacific Northwest, deal with a lot of snow, muddy roads in the spring, and they did good. Snow was fine, not a very good mud tire at all, but snow was fine. As you can see, I had them siped, and these are the front tires. Now, front tires actually still got quite a bit of tread. I'd venture to say there's probably close to 50% tread still left on these front tires. Yeah, I mean, maybe not quite 30% for sure, maybe 50, but definitely a solid 30%. So I gotta say one caveat: I don't rotate my tires, and I know you guys are gonna probably tell me, oh, you gotta rotate your tires. You're absolutely right. I need to rotate my tires, but I don't. I'm too busy. Call it lazy, I don't know. I just don't do it. I know I need to. But with that being said, these tires have never been rotated, and I've got 39,000 miles on them. Okay, now the rear tires haven't held up quite so good. Here's the rear. And I'm going to call it 10% tread on this one. And then the other side, it's about the same. Not much left, and that's why I'm needing new tires. That's not bad though. That many miles. Of course, I got my cargo trailer on here today with all my tools. I do construction work. But I've got a gooseneck, 20-foot gooseneck that I tow all the time with a bobcat and a backhoe attachment and forks and extra buckets. And so this truck gets worked hard. It gets loaded really heavy, and I do some really heavy towing with it all the time. And so, I mean, probably all the time, I'm saying there's probably 2 to 3 days a week I'm towing something. And to have these tires 39,000 miles and look like that, I've never had any bulges, and I've never had to do a warranty, I've never had a failure, I've never had a flat tire, in and out of construction sites, dirt roads, back roads. And then in my off time, camping and hunting and stuff like that, they've held up great. So I think I paid, I want to say 160 bucks a tire, mounted and balanced with siping. Of course, the siping on the rears are gone. But yeah, fantastic tire. Would I recommend this tire again? Absolutely. If somebody was looking for a tire, they didn't want a meaty, aggressive mud terrain tire, then this would be a fantastic option. They've worked good under heavy loads and heavy duty towing. I keep these tires inflated about 60 psi most of the time. I just now saw that the one on the passenger front's a little low, but so 60 psi is where I run these at. And I got a question for you guys out there in YouTube world. So these tires on the rear have always been on the rear. They've never been on the front. And they're wearing on this outside edge. And they're kind of got a bevel to them. They're pretty square, but they're beveled to the outside. Never seen that before on the rear of a truck. Both sides are doing the exact same thing. And my first thought would be bent axle, but if it was a bent axle, then it would be beveled towards the inside, because the axle will be bowed like this, kinking the tire in, wearing the inside of the tire. If the axle was jacked at an angle, broken leaf spring or something of that nature, then you'd have one tire wearing on the inside and one tire wearing on the outside. And I went over this with the guys at Perfection Tire, and they didn't have a clue as to what was going on or why it would wear that way. But it is, and it has. It's not severe. Truck runs smooth. It goes down the road smooth. There's no weird vibrations or nothing like that. I let go of the steering wheel, it still tracks straight. So I guess I'm not going to worry about it. But I've just never seen a rear tire on a pickup truck wear that way. So anyhow, there you have it. The Starfire Cooper tire knockoff. 265 75/16s, load range E, 39,000 miles, worked hard, really hard. Fronts look great, rears are wore out, but that's to be expected. Fantastic tire. What tire do you guys recommend I get next? I love Toyos, never owned a set of Nittos, but honestly I'm probably not going to spend that kind of money. So I do want to go with a media aggressive tread mud train this time, but it's still got to have the load range E rating because of my towing. I still got to be able to have good functionality in that regard. A tire that I've been looking at is the Federal Corregias, or Corregias, however you pronounce it. The reviews on that tire is a little mixed, and I'm a little apprehensive. But I figure at the price, I mean, they're cheaper than the tire I'm currently running. I figure at that price, if I have one or two failures, I can buy a new tire and still be cheaper than, say, Toyos, for example. So I think I'm going to give them a shot. And I'm probably going to upsize. I'm probably going to go to a 285 75/16, so about an inch taller, inch wider. I should be able to clear those just fine without any lift. So a little more of an aggressive look, and hopefully still be able to tow and handle my loads just fine. I should throw this out there. The let's see here, the 285, or these tires I bought in November of 2016. It is the first week of September 2018, so 39,000 miles in a little bit less than 2 years. I'm happy with that. If I can get 2 years out of a set of tires, the amount I drive, I'm golden. There you have it. There is my Starfire tire review. Good tire for the money. Thanks for watching.